morning before school, Humphrey had plenty of energy.
Roar! I'm a Martian from outer space, and I've come to take over the world. Roar!
Come on, Molly. Let's be scared.
Roar! I'm coming, Earthlings. I've come to take you back to my planet and eat you. Roar!
Careful now, Humphrey. What's the hurry?
I'm just chasing Millie and Molly.
Well, let's hope you have the same energy for class this morning.
I will.
And the whole forest was saved from the bulldozers. The end. Did you like that story?
Can we have another one?
Oh dear, the story seems to have put Humphrey to sleep. Humphrey, wake up.
I didn't do it.
Well, you couldn't have, Humphrey. You were asleep. Did you not have your breakfast before school?
Don't like breakfast.
Well, you'll need some tomorrow. All of you will. Because every morning for the next week or so, I'm going to pick someone to tell a story. And you'll need to have fed your imaginations with nourishing brain food breakfast. The best stories will get 5 stars.
Mommy! I need some brain food for tomorrow because I'm going to tell a story about a big adventure in the jungle and wild animals and...
Well, there's only one thing for it. The best brain food for the best story will be...
Aunt Maud's muffins!
You said yourself you can't decide what story to tell.
Well, it will be something to do with the colour yellow. Or maybe a princess.
So you'll need something very nourishing to feed your imagination. I know Aunt Maud can be snippy, but she does make the most nutritious, best-tasting, brain-feeding muffins in town.
So Millie and Molly went to see Aunt Maud about her muffins for breakfast and hoped that she wouldn't be her usual snippy self.
Fiddlesticks! You want to make my breakfast muffins?
Well, we thought if you gave us the recipe...
Give you the recipe? If you want my muffins, then I'll make them for you.
The next morning, Millie and Molly couldn't wait to taste the yummy-smelling muffins Aunt Maud had baked for their breakfast.
Are they ready?
Quiet! Out you come, out you come, out you come.
Aunt Maud's a magician.
I said quiet. If these muffins stick, I'll have you to blame. Out you come, out you come, out you come, out! Magic!
You're a magician.
Oh, no, I'm not. My chant never fails to deliver perfect muffins. That's all there is to it.
But even though Millie and Molly had fed their brains with muffins, Miss Blythe chose Jack to tell his story first. And he'd obviously had a good breakfast too.
So the team captain got the soccer ball at half-time and filled it with gas. And when he kicked it, it went up, 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 and over the goalie's head, into the net. And the good guys won the entire competition. The end.
A very imaginative story, Jack. You may have 5 stars. No.
Hope I can think up a story that good. Just keep eating the muffins.
Oh, dear. Humphrey?
Huh?
Just as well I didn't pick you this morning. Have you not had your breakfast again?
No, Miss Blythe. I really don't like it.
Well, you'll not be getting any stars if your story isn't any good. You need something to supply that brain of yours with lots of ideas.
We can help.
But the next day, when Humphrey realised Millie and Molly were taking him to Aunt Maud's for breakfast, he didn't seem to care how tasty the muffins might be.
But she's scary.
She's not scary. Just a bit, snippy. She's not as scary as your robot dinosaurs from outer space. Roar!
Well...
Do you 3 want your muffins or not? What on earth?
Sorry, Aunt Maud. And Marmalade and I ran with the giant, angry elephant, getting closer and closer when suddenly, whoosh! Molly flew down in her yellow helicopter and saved us just in time. Hooray! And we lived happily ever after.
Wonderful story, Millie. 5 stars for you. Now, who'll we choose tomorrow? Humphrey?
What?
do hope you'll have breakfast soon, Humphrey. I'm running out of other people to pick.
Millie and Molly had to find a way to get Humphrey to eat breakfast. So after school, Millie and Molly practiced cooking muffins themselves. That way, Humphrey wouldn't have to go to Aunt Maud's.
They don't look as good as Aunt Maud's. And they don't smell as nice. Maybe they'll be alright once we get them out of the tray. We need to chant. Out you come, out you come, out you come, out. They're stuck. We don't have Aunt Maud's magic. They might still taste okay. It's no good. Humphrey will never eat these. It has to be Aunt Maud's magic muffins.
The next day, Miss Blythe finally chose Humphrey. It was obvious Humphrey still hadn't had breakfast.
Well, there was...
Humphrey, concentrate.
Well, there was... once upon a time,
Oh, sit down, Humphrey. I'm afraid you won't be getting any stars for a story like that. Molly, have you got a story for us?
Well, I'll try.
Well, Molly, did you not have your breakfast too?
I had Aunt Maud's magic muffins to feed my imagination.
Well then.
Well, one day there was a princess called, Princess Molly. And she was the most cleverest painter in the whole world. But she couldn't find the right colour to finish
Molly's
her.
story was long and complicated and very interesting and lasted right up to lunchtime.
Of course, she finally found the right colour under the handsome prince. And the colour was yellow. And she finished the painting and it was the most beautiful painting in the whole world. And she lived happily ever after. The end.
Lovely, Molly. 5 stars for you. Humphrey, I'm going to give you another chance tomorrow. I know there must be a wonderful story inside you, but you'll have to release it with some nourishment before you come to school. Everyone's got 5 stars, and I want you to get 5 stars too.
Humphrey, you just have to eat some of Aunt Maud's muffins tomorrow. You just have to, or you'll get no stars.
but I can't go to Aunt Maud's house. She's too scary.
Then come to my place. Molly and Dal will get you some magic muffins.
Come to your house. What's wrong with mine?
Nothing, Aunt Maud. You've got a lovely house. It's just that, well, Humphrey's frightened to come here.
Fiddlesticks. What's there to be frightened of? Don't stand on my parsley.
Sorry.
Well, what's Humphrey frightened of? I don't have a dog. Nothing's going to bite him.
Well, he's frightened of you.
Me? Double fiddlesticks. Frightened of me? You're not frightened of me, are you? Well, are you?
Not that much.
I see.
So, will you come to my house tomorrow and make your muffins for Humphrey? Our muffins aren't very good.
I'll think about it.
The next morning, Humphrey went to Millie's place with the promise of delicious magic muffins to help him earn 5 stars for his story.
Hi, guys. Those muffins smell good.
We can't get them out. Let's try Aunt Maud's magic churn again.
She's not here, is she?
Out you come, out you come, out you come, out! They won't come out. Out you come, out you come, out you come, out!
Oh, fiddlesticks. Let me have those muffins. You'll ruin them.
Don't be frightened, Humphrey. Aunt Maud wants you to eat her muffins.
She does.
You don't think I came all the way over here just to frighten you, do you? Well, do you?
No, Aunt Maud.
Well, you'd better eat them.
I will.
Out you come, out you come, out you come, out! Magic.
Magic.
Magic?
With a tummy full of Aunt Maud's magic muffins, Humphrey grabbed his second chance to tell his story.
The brave space captain had caught Martian sickness from the robot dinosaurs, and could only be saved by his 2 friends, who were brave and true. Just in time, his 2 special friends flew from the moon to save him. They never gave up on him, and Space Captain was saved because the 2 brave heroes brought him the medicine. The end.
Wonderful! 5 stars for you. Well done! You realise Humphrey's story was about you two?
No?
You two were the true friends who saved Space Captain Humphrey.
That's so nice. I've never heard Humphrey say anything nice before. Maybe Aunt Maud's muffins really are magic.
Right, over here I've got the hole ready.
Billy and Molly had helped Aunt Maud and Biddy Bid become friends again after not speaking to each other for years. But Aunt Maud and Biddy Bid were still having to work at their friendship.
Is this it, Biddy Bid?
My gift to you, Aunt Maud.
It's a cutting from Biddy Bid's very own plum tree.
Thank you very much, Biddy Bid.
My pleasure. Now, we'd better get it into the ground straight away.
Yes, I know.
Don't put it into the ground too deep.
I haven't.
And make sure you don't overfill the hole.
I won't.
And whatever you do, don't overwater it.
I do know how to garden, Biddy Bid. I am the best gardener in the whole town.
Biddy Bid was going to argue that she was just as good a gardener. But, wanting to be friendly, she said something else instead.
Are you going to enter the giant pumpkin contest this year, Aunt Maud?
Giant pumpkins!
That's Big Bertha. I won my first giant pumpkin contest with that one about 20 years ago.
Wow!
I won the following year with this one, Tiny Tim.
That's not tiny, that's humongous!
But of course, the following year was my all-time record. Oh, I mustn't have put the photo back after the big newspaper borrowed it. Let's see if I can find it.
Look at this one! Have you ever been in a giant pumpkin contest, Biddy Bid?
Nope.
But you'd be good at growing them. You're almost as good a gardener as Aunt Maud.
Here it is, Goliath, the all-time record holder.
Wow!
I've got an idea. What about you don't grow a giant pumpkin this year?
What? And let someone else take my trophy?
was thinking you've won enough times. Perhaps someone else should get a go. Like Millie and Molly.
Us?
Them? What do they know about growing pumpkins?
I could teach them.
You? But I'm the best pumpkin grower in the whole town. How many prizes have you won?
Just because I haven't entered any contest doesn't mean I couldn't grow a bigger pumpkin than you, Aunt Maud.
I see. Well then, I'll teach Millie and you...
I can teach Molly. We'll see who can grow the biggest pumpkin.
And so it was decided. Millie and Molly were going to grow giant pumpkins for the giant pumpkin competition. But not exactly in the way Millie and Molly would have liked.
Are you sure Molly and I can't grow a pumpkin together?
Fiddlesticks. A bit of competition will challenge you both to do better. And then you'll grow a much bigger pumpkin than Molly.
Come on, my little Peach. A bit of competition won't ruin your friendship with Millie.
Well, only if it's fun.
Oh, it will be. Now, here's my pumpkin seeds. Hold out your hand. These will grow into the best pumpkins you'll ever see, so plant them out. Now, we're going to treat these seeds with gentle love and tender care so they'll grow strong. And then we can completely smash the opposition. That will be fun.
And so Aunt Maud says that keeping the seeds warm with hot water bottles really helps them germinate.
Millie, you're not talking to the opposition, are you? Molly's our opponent.
But Molly is my friend.
Fiddlesticks. I don't want you talking to her about our pumpkin growing tricks. It would be better if you didn't talk to her at all.
I see. And did you tell Millie about my special seaweed fertilizer?
Well, I might have said something.
Let's make it the very last piece of information you share with Millie. You don't want them using that information against us, my little cherry. Now, how exactly did Millie use these hot water bottles?
But it wasn't like Millie and Molly to keep things from each other. They were friends after all. And now they could only spend time with each other at school.
This giant pumpkin growing competition isn't as much fun as I thought it'd be. No fun at all.
But soon things went from bad to worse. Aunt Maud's desire to have Millie win at all costs was causing her to do some less than polite things.
And this is every last bag of seaweed fertilizer you have?
That's it. Oh, Biddy Bid won't be happy. She was going to come in this morning and buy some herself. Won't get another load till next season.
Pity.
Millie! Molly!
Biddy Bid.
Aunt Maud?
I heard you use my technique with hot water bottles to help your pumpkin seeds germinate.
I might have. And I see you've bought some of the fertilizer I recommended.
Yes. Oh, dear. I'm afraid I might have bought the last lot.
What? But you don't need all that.
Don't I? Come on, Millie. We've got a giant winning pumpkin to grow.
Bye, Molly. Bye, Millie.
Well, fiddle my faddle.
Ooh. Oh, that pumpkin is growing nicely. Let's see how Biddy Bits grows without her fertilizer. Oh!
What's wrong, Aunt Maud?
My back! Oh! I'm afraid you'll be in hospital for a couple of weeks, Aunt Maud.
Fiddlesticks! Oh!
When Biddy Bid heard that Aunt Maud was in hospital, instead of doing the friendly thing and visiting her, she decided to spy on Aunt Maud's pumpkin.
You're doing well. Too well. Let's see how big you are.
Sorry to say, Biddy Bid, but you'll be staying here in hospital for a few weeks.
Fiddle and faddle. Well, do I have to stay in this bed?
Afraid so. All the other beds are taken.
Molly, would you please tell Biddy Bid that I'm sorry that she's hurt herself, but she shouldn't have been spying in my garden.
And Millie, could you please tell Aunt Maud that I wouldn't have gone there if she hadn't deliberately bought all the fertiliser so I couldn't have any?
Tell Biddy Bid that I have a reputation to uphold and can't afford to have Millie lose.
Tell Aunt Maud that Molly is going to win anyway.
No, I'm not going to win.
What?
Me neither.
Why not?
We're giving up the competition.
No.
Why?
Well, we're worried that the competition will hurt our friendship, like it's hurt yours. You've even stopped talking to each other again.
I see.
Oh, dear.
But we'll still come and visit. Maybe tomorrow. Bye.
Aunt Maud, I've been a silly gooseberry.
We should have been setting those two girls an example, and instead...
Instead, they've set us an example.
Well, we'd better do something about it.
So the next day, when Millie and Molly came to the hospital to visit, they were in for a surprise.
So my good friend Biddy Bid has had the most wonderful idea.
I think it was my dear friend Aunt Maud who actually had the good idea.
Well, we had the idea that both of us together would help you, the both of you, grow your giant pumpkins.
We're very sorry that you got the wrong idea from us.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of healthy competition. It's just...
We were just a pair of silly pineapples.
I am no such thing. All right. I'm a silly pineapple too.
We just took it all too seriously and spoiled the fun of it.
So, what do you think?
Okay, we'll do it.
Good.
As long as it's fun.
So for the next few weeks, Aunt Maud and Biddy Bid gave advice to both Millie and Molly.
Now make sure you build a windbreak to protect your pumpkins.
Oh, that's a good idea. It'll stop the wind from drying the pumpkins out.
As soon as we've finished this one, I'll help you with yours. Okay?
I always get good results when I whistle to my plants.
Really? Well, you'll have to try that.
Here, let's go and place your pumpkin next. Thanks.
Before anyone knew it, the giant pumpkin competition was upon them. And Aunt Maud and Biddy Bid were out of hospital just in time.
Here are the finalists.
And the finalists are... Farmer Hegarty, Molly and Millie. The judges have had a difficult time. The three final giant pumpkins are very close in size and weight. But the winner is... Farmer Hegarty.
I can't believe I finally beat Aunt Maud.
And second prize is awarded jointly to Millie and Molly. Congratulations.
Well done.
You clever potatoes.
Well done, Farmer Hegarty.
Perhaps next year we should work together from the beginning.
Yes, we'll show Farmer Hegarty how really big a pumpkin can be.
As long as it's fun, right?
Yes, Millie, as long as it's fun.